Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, cottagers. Welcome in. Also, Ness, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back to the Jam Fam. You're not actually here. That's fair. That's fair. So, we are getting back into Doraemon Story of Seasons, Part 2. Last time was quite a lot of cutscenes. So we didn't get a whole lot like done on our farm, truthfully. Though it is good that the autosave data seems to work. It's so weird because it doesn't really tell you that it's saving when you're sleeping. I just assumed that it did, but I've been doing some manual saving just to be sure. So we will hop over there. We jammin'? We are jamming. We are. I did a bit of looking things up, trying to figure out how things worked in this game. Because it's not quite so straightforward, I guess, as some of the other games. Just in terms of, like, I guess what you're meant to be doing at any one time isn't necessarily, like, super obvious. So that's been something to check, I guess. We got all these seeds for free. So we're gonna try and like make do with some of those. See what we can plant today. It's the doll. Hello, Lore. Welcome in. How are you? Old hoe. Okay. So, are these ready to harvest? Oh, they are. Alright. Bit weird that it made me just water them and then they were like instantly harvest ready, but hey, I guess, you know, we got isekai'd. What do we really know about this world? Let's see, we've got turnips and potatoes, so let's just sow more potatoes, I guess. Why not, right? Why not? Might as well. But yeah, hope you guys have been doing well. What have I been up to? Not a whole lot, I guess. Traveling, got back to the cottage, which was nice. Didn't really love being away for that long, but that is how it goes. But all was well. Wedding happened, everyone was happy, there were no major mishaps. So that is good. That is good. Finally beat the headache that was plaguing me for hours on end. Oof. Headaches are actually the worst. They're terrible. So I feel that. Let's see. Let's plant some more turnip seeds. I'm a little worried about exhausting ourselves so that I can't water all of these, so I might do some watering next so I keep things in check. Headaches are terrible. I don't know why our bodies do that, but I'm not a fan. They're very common. I get tension headaches a lot, so that's normally what plagues me. It's probably because I'm always crunched up like a little shrimp, worrying about stuff. Oh goodness, yeah. What's our? Hold on. Okay, that's our backpack. Is it this one? And then this one? Yeah. Oh, we're at 50% stam already? Okay. Okay. The tension from the strings on your head? True. Maybe that's what it is. That's what's been getting me this whole time. Kind of want to grow some cabbages too. I feel like I should get that going. It's just past midnight here, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Hello, Maggie. Thank you for stopping in. Super appreciate it. Hope your Tuesday went well. Hopefully you get some good rest soon. Oh god, what is the mayor doing at my house? This man needs to leave us alone. What do I want to grab? I think we need the axe. And the hammer to clear some space. Oop. And I always am weird about the controls in here. They are a bit strange. I will give myself the benefit of the doubt there. It is a bit odd. Okay, let's see. Let's do the axe first. Getting it to lock onto some stuff is sometimes a little awkward. We won't lie. It was a quiet day at work today, thankfully. Good, good, I'm glad. Those are the best days, right? Can't really complain about things being quiet. It's when things are busy that it's like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need that in my life. Alright, let me get... For now, let me swap and grab, or I should say start doing the cabbage row. I think that'll be good. And let me check. Okay, we only have 21. So let's do, that's 20. So I can do 1, 2, 3. Maybe 10 of these, somewhere around there. Can't complain. Me, I mean, aren't complaining about any day, no matter what kind it is. I must be up early tomorrow, so go sleep now. Enjoy the game. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. I hope you sleep well. Thank you again for stopping in. Super appreciate it. Alright. This game is so chill, though. I don't know. I really, really like it. It's a bit of a shame that the opening cutscenes are so long. It's not even a bad thing. It's just... They're just long enough that it's, a little... rough. But the game itself is, super chill. So, I don't know. I'm always a little, conflicted? Oh god. I'm about to pass out. Yeah. I'm beat, I know, bro. I wonder, do I expend energy foraging? I'm not sure. I am 0% positive. Because I wonder what happens if I... go find some stuff in the woods, try eating it, try picking it and then just eating it as it is. How much energy I'll get back for that? I mean, obviously I have to find something to eat first, but I haven't really actually, you know what? I wonder how much money we have. I wonder if I can just go into town, because it's noon, right? Let me just go into town, and I think I can go to the restaurant, right? And then just, get some food. I think that should be okay. Oh, also... Yeah, let me do the food first, and then I was thinking about getting a chicken. We'd have to buy chicken feed because we need a mill to make chicken feed, which we are nowhere close to unlocking the mill. Shockingly enough. Let's see. Buy meals? Ooh. What's the cheapest thing we can afford? French fries? Okay. We're eating French fries. How much did we retain? Okay, 20. 1/5 of our energy. Not terrible. Alright, let me stop by So does it actually say? Oh, it does say how much money I have. 2,300. Let me go over here to the chicken shop. Hello, ma'am. Buy tools? Buy chicken for 2K? Is this gonna mess me up? I think it's fine. What should we name our chicken? What's a good chicken name? Trying to think. Is there a good particular? I've named like too many chickens. Bonita. Bonita's cute. All right, let's do Bonita. All right. There we go. Okay, we got our first chicken. I don't suppose you've raised chickens before, have you, Nobi? As luck would have it, I haven't. In that case, I can have Cooper give you a blow-by-blow. Please do. Own the guy? Okay, I'll send him over to your chicken coop, so feel free to wait for him there. Will do. I think it's just gonna teleport us. Howdy! Ready to be a chicken dad? Oh, we're so ready, Cooper. I've got my dad jokes ready and everything. First things first, fodder. Chickens gotta eat chicken fodder. Dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm Dad. See? I've got this. Yeah, you don't have to do all that. Cooper's like, yeah, okay, well, let's move it along. Fine. You can buy chicken fodder at the chicken shop, so swing by and grab some when you can. How do I give fodder to my chickens? You've got a special spot in the coop to put it, don't you? Hold the fodder, then press A here to put it in. Something wrong? I was just thinking about how much of a pain it's gonna be to have to keep fodder in my backpack. Guess it is, huh? In that case, how about building a silo? Oh? You can store chicken fodder in there for when you need it. Once it's built, you can store fodder in there all day, every day. Got it. Oh yeah, be sure to let your chickens graze. That's mega important. How do I do that? Walk up to a chicken, press Y to pick it up, then set her down outside. Gotcha, gotcha. Just make sure the weather's nice and sunny first. Any particular reason? Because my mom will get ticked off if she sees you soaking your chickens to the bone, duh. Don't put them out at night either. So many rules. Also, snacks. Ooh, snacks? I want some. They're for the chickens, Nobi. Oh, right. Feed them snacks every day if you can. You don't have to, though. If you do that and talk to them with X, they'll like you more. That means good eggs. When do they lay eggs? Every morning. Make sure to pick them up. You wouldn't want to trip on one and make a dirt omelet. Got it. One last thing. What is it? If one of your chickens gets sick, make sure to give them medicine. Oh no, I hadn't even thought about that. Put a chicken out in the rain or forget to feed them for a while and they'll get sick. Sounds rough. Yep, so you might as well buy some medicine, just in case. Makes sense to me. If you let a chicken stay sick without doing anything, don't tell me. Then we'll have no choice but to take it back. No refunds, of course. They like repo the chickens. There's no death here, they just take the animal back. Oh, geez. Take good care of your chickens, and that's a conversation we won't have to suffer through. Right? So yeah, that's it. Later. Alright, nice. We've got the rundown on how to be a good chicken dad. Let's quickly go in here. We'll grab... First we'll talk to Bonita. Look at how happy Bonita is. Now, we're gonna bring Bonita outside. And then drop her. Alright. We gotta go back into town to get some food for Bonita because we don't have any. So. Gotta go up here. Oh, wrong way. Too far. I think it's like 10 gold per. Buy tools, chicken feed. Let's buy... Yeah, let's buy like 22. That way we have plenty in case I mess up at some point and like forget to grab feed. And then we can just dump that in a little box outside of our house. That'll make it easy. Okay. So first, let's just pop into here. This place looks run down. We should probably upgrade the chicken coop at some point, but let's drop this. Yeah, like here's fine. And then what's my stamina? Okay, we're at 20. We'll keep planting these cabbages. How much? We have 10 left. I don't think we have enough to plant 10. How much do we have? We have 12, so we can do 4 more, I think, because we have to dig. So. Actually, we can't actually do the full 12 because I think we'll pass out, so we'll do just 3 more. You are not at your limit, Nobi. You're fine. You got this, bud. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's go forage a bit. Alright. Let's see what there is to see in the mountains. Actually, yeah, what happens if I eat this? How much energy do I get back? Not much. What if I eat this? It's like 3 per foraged item, it looks like. Which, how many of these do we have left? 7. So we would need 22 stamina to do like the rest of the planting. So we'll run around, see what we can forage. And then that way we can try to get some more planting done. Because it'd be nice to just have like as many of them in the ground as humanly possible. Just so that way we don't have to worry too much about it. That said... I guess I should probably think about how much watering that is per day, though. Like, if everything is good, then... like, how many stamina points does it cost to upkeep? Because we've got 1, 2, so we've got 4, 8, 12 here. I think this one is 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one is 40. So that is 52. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. So that's 62. 65-ish. Alright, let's put Bonita back inside. There you go. Enjoy your time in there, Bonita. Okay. So we're cutting it like a little close, I guess, with all of our watering. So maybe I leave these seeds for now. Because it's gonna be a bit tough to upkeep everything without like exhausting ourselves, so. Because I want to do some mining too. I still want to like progress in the mines. So would be nice to not be like totally limited. To only being able to do like a little bit. Okay, got all this. So, big things in this game are we're gonna have to be upgrading a lot of our buildings to do a bunch of like unlocks and stuff. And I also forgot we should check the weather. Let's quickly run into town. So the way you check the weather in this game is there is a like bulletin board in the center of town, and we just go talk to that thing and see what the weather is like. Also, there's an event coming up for sure. So, let's see. Oh yeah, Spring Thanksgiving is the 14th. So we should probably leave some veg for that. Tomorrow's weather. Sunny. It's like overcast, but then sunny. Right, we will head back to our farm and then we will go sleep. Time to rest for the day. Guess we can also, might as well refill our watering can. Sleep. I guess I can also nap. That's the other thing. I forgot napping existed. Truthfully. Okay. Let's... Animals first. That's always been my, like, order. Because, I don't know, you take care of animals first, usually. That's, like, a thing. Make sure that the animals are all set before you know, do other stuff. Let me grab... Forgot how to split stacks. Maybe I can't split stocks. Maybe I never knew how to do that. I don't know. I don't remember. So. Alright. Time to water. Oh my god, that's a giant bug. What even is that? I'm gonna snag that bug. I don't even know what it is. I almost stepped on it. I almost just ran it over. A roly-poly. Imagine if roly-polies were actually that big. Like, kind of horrifying, actively. I'd be freaked out, I think. I don't think I would react well to that. The art in this game is so nice though. Like the plants are kind of next level. I actually wish that a lot of the other Harvest Moon games would make use of, I don't know, something soft and painterly like this, because it really lends itself to looking good, I think, in the farming genre. But I don't know, there's not really other farming sim games that look this nice. They managed to nail the children's book style. They did. I like, you guys can see on like the outside of the screen, like the edge, it's got that kind of like fade away that like a watercolor painting has. I don't know, it's just like the little things, you know? It's like nice little touches. Even the sprites don't look too out of place next to them. Yeah, like they did a good job with the sprites of like making them fit in. They even look like painted on as well, but not in a way that makes you feel like they're like 2D, you know? So they did a good job. Very good job. Oh yeah, do I have any like quests? Quests. None. Key items. I think I did both of these, right? I think I did. I'm fairly sure. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. I guess... Maybe we take the fishing rod and then go fishing like down by the docks today. Because you don't want to fish too much. Or like the fish apparently notice. Like don't like hanging out in the same spaces over and over again. So they kind of had this system to deter you from, you know, doing things over and over. Which is kind of nice. So I feel like we can take advantage of that and rotate kind of our activities, what we're doing day to day. I don't actually remember how to fish. Like, I think the fishing minigame is just press whatever the button is when the fishing bobber, like, goes under the water, but I don't actually remember, so guess we'll find out. Okay, down at the Cape, our boy Harmon, just vibing. And yeah, I think we could just... can I fish from here? Fish. Yeah, I think we just sit here until the bobber goes under and then I just click it. Sea bass, the bane of every Animal Crossing game. You'd be so amped, you'd see like the size of the shadow and you'd be like, oh my god, it's gonna be a massive fish. Then you'd reel it in and it'd be a sea bass and it'd be worth like 160 bells or something. You'd be like, man, I don't even know if this is worth the space in my bag. And truth be told, we have an even smaller backpack in this game. So it would be nice if we managed to catch things that were worth money, but alas, if we don't, we don't. We are a beginner. We've heard that you can catch marlins here, but I imagine either our fishing skill has to be like we have an old rod right now, we have a pretty rough rod. I don't really think you could catch a marlin of all things with like a really beat up rod, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, let's like swap a bit. Can I fish from here? No. What about... Can I just walk right up to the ocean? I can. I love the ocean waves in here too. I don't know, the way that they're animated is very calming. It's got that ocean soothing vibe. Now I have thalassophobia, so I generally don't find the ocean that calming, but I don't know, I can appreciate it here. This digital ocean is calming. No bites? Question mark? Kind of feels like no bites. Oh, what is this? Oh, a sakura shell? That seems pretty wild. I have 3 more slots. Guess we'll just go beachcombing and then like bring this stuff back to our house to sell. Let's see if there's anything good over here. Yeah, I've been wondering if we can like ride out on that raft at some point. Or if that's gonna be a hard no. Might be a hard no. Might be like, 1, it's not your raft. 2, you don't know how to drive a raft. Story of Seasons looks so different. JK, hello Miko, how are you? How's your Tuesday going? We're just vibing. I don't actually know where I am right now though. Hold up. I don't actually know where I am. Where do I go? Do I go this way? Where's my house? Yes. I think? Question mark? Going okay. Back to work, so doing a lot of things. I feel that. I feel that. Well, we're in Story of Seasons. This is the Doraemon Story of Seasons, so we got isekai'd to this world. And we tried to find a job, and nobody would give us a job, and then somehow we just, like, everyone else is having to, like, bunk up with people and work hard, and they were just like, oh, by the way, we have this farm that's just lying around, and no one's doing anything with it. Also, I guess the, like, whole thing for this town is that, like, child labor is, like, a big thing. It's, like, a big deal. They're, like, really into child labor. Like, every child has to work, so they were like, yeah, you could just restore this farm. So we're kind of just being a layabout, catching bugs, foraging for shells. To be fair, we are growing a decent amount of produce. And we've got, Bonita, our chicken. Our first chicken. But in truth, it's, like, not that rough on us, you know? Like, I feel like the other kids have way harder jobs, if I was gonna be honest. So, I feel like we got a pretty good deal. And we've just been hanging out. Trying to clear up the farm a little bit. That way we can, like, work on other stuff. I don't know how quickly these things respawn, though. So that's something. It also is like, it's hard for me to hit this thing repeatedly somehow. Our hammer is rough. I probably need to upgrade our tools, like, fairly soon. Just so we can more speedily get through stuff. I have to like check with, I think it'd be the blacksmith, the like smithy in town that would handle all of that. So have to do some digging to get supplies for that man. But we are, let's see, what else are we working on? We've got this, we've got some stuff in the mines to do. It is taking a lot of our energy to just like deal with all of our crops. I didn't really think through how much energy this many crops was going to take. So, might have been a little ambitious in our plans. But I don't know, I think it's working out. We're doing okay. I guess I should probably, maybe I should head to the, what's today, Sunday? Are they open on Sundays? I guess I'll maybe head to the toolsmith and just like get a vibe for what I would need to upgrade the tools. And then we can evaluate, like, if we think we should build buildings first or upgrade tools. Let's see, where's the exit to my farm? Is it this way? Go this way? The music is great. The music and the art in this game is S tier. Definitely solid. I don't think this man is... Yeah, they're not like around. Oh yeah, we just like bust into people's homes routinely. We just hang out in them. Not really sure why we're allowed to do that, but that's what we do. The houses, all the houses are super adorable. I don't know, there's a good vibe here. Cause like, look at how cute all the houses are. So this like Serena's house, this is the nurse, this is who Sue is staying with. Like, look at this cute little range with this pot on it. In the bedroom, that's like charmingly messy. Like lived in, but in a cute way, you know? A little bunting above the bed. I don't know, it's mad cute. I'd live in like all of these houses. Even the ones that you're probably supposed to be like, I don't know if I would live there. I would live there. And we've got like the little, like look at this. The cafe is so cute. Like look at this. I love like this big rounded seating area with like almost like the Tudor style windows. I don't know. The whole town is just extremely charming. It's easy to be like, yeah, I would hang out here forever. So I don't know what's gonna happen when we have to go home, because like we got isekai'd when we were procrastinating on doing our summer like homework. So I feel like I would just not go home. I would just be like, you know, it's like being in Narnia, right? Like you've got a whole life here. I'd be like, you know what? I'll just keep my farmer life here. That's fine. People be like, well, what about your family? Like, well, they can get isekai'd here too. I don't know. It's not my fault they didn't get, you know, scooped up in the storm that brought us here. We were just doing our own thing. We got swept away. So we got this. I still don't know what we're supposed to do with this Doraemon. I guess I'll bring it into our house and see if we, like, supposed to put it somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea. What do we do with you, sir? I don't know if we sell it for money or if we, like, need it for something, so... They were like, you can always make more Doraemon statues, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with the first one. So I don't know what I would do with any additional ones. That wouldn't just, like, actively be a detriment to me. Oh, I almost passed out there, I think. Close. Close. We've not passed out yet. But it can happen any day. But yeah, I would love to live in this town. I would be very about it. Alright. Alright, Nobi. Calm down with the dramatics here, bud. It's okay. Let's grab... What do we need for tomorrow? We need chicken feed. We need the watering can. Okay. Don't know that we need anything else. I like that you can just sleep in here too. You just continue laying in your bed. Okay. Let's go grab Bonita. Hello. Talk to her in the morning. Let's put her food away. It's supposed to be a nice day today, so she can go out. And then we will do our watering, our extensive watering. I love the potatoes. I think it's the potatoes that have the flowers on them. They're so lovely. I was saying that this game just has so many like charming touches. I wish other farming sims paid as much attention to detail as this game clearly has. Which is why I'm very excited that this game is getting a sequel. I'm not sure when it's going to come out for PC, and I'm not a huge fan of the Switch. It's not like a bad thing, I'm just not really a console player, and I like being able to play games on my PC. So probably gonna have to wait unless it launches with PC. I don't think they've said that though. It's kind of been implied that like PC and PlayStation might be later, and to be fair, it took them like a really long time to port. Like it was like a year to port from Switch to PC for Pioneers, I think, or like 6 months or something. Like PlayStation just got Pioneers, I think. So I would hope they would move away from that system. I don't know if they're going to though. So it might be a hot minute before we get the opportunity to play it on stream. But I'm excited about it either way, because it means we'll have more like really cool settings. I don't know if we're getting re-isekai'd to a new place, or if it'll be one of those where we end up just like moving to like back home and then coming back, you know, like Narnia style. I'm not quite sure what the jam is. I kind of felt like it was a new place though, that we get kind of pushed off to. So we shall see. Okay, I'm gonna try the nap thing. I want to see how effective that is. So did it just get really dark in game? I think it did. Maybe that's like the overcast thing. What time is it? It's 9? Nap. Yeah, let's nap until 10. Okay, how much did I gain anything? I don't even know if I did. Let's go quickly to the smithy. Actually, he's closed today. He's closed on Mondays. So I guess maybe we'll go to the mines. That would be good. Let's do some mining. Let me grab the pickaxe. And we will also put away fishing rod. We don't really need that. Now we go up here. I get very turned around in this game. So that's been a journey. Let's go down. So the way this works is we can't dig on the like dark patches. And then one of the squares is a way down. And then you just descend deeper and deeper. The deeper you go, less of the patches are like diggable. So, one of those. And I think the farther you go down, you get more like ore and stuff instead of just like rock. But it's a pretty good place to get building materials. And it resets every day, so you don't, like, retain progress that you got. Which is kind of nice, I guess. It's kind of similar to Pioneers, you know? Where you just kind of, you delve the same way over and over. As opposed to, like, Stardew, where you've got, you know, an elevator. Modern conveniences, we'll say. Let's go this way. We will need a bunch of ore for like a bunch of the buildings, and like building upgrades need ore. So this'll be good for us. Okay, let's see. 7. Okay, what if I go up, leave, nap until 2? Yeah, let's try that. Okay, what if I nap again? Actually, it's 2. Let's nap until 4. Got some stamina back. Also, Cat, thank you for the pet pick redeem. I will give her some snugs. She's like dead asleep right now, so I will snug her soon though. Do you have any special requests with your pick snugs? I don't know what happens if you try and hit the floor tiles that you can't actually dig on. I'm not sure if it just doesn't light up or it'll yell at you. Let's go down a little bit more. How much do I have? Yeah, 13. Figure we will need a lot of this ore and stuff for our tool upgrades. Okay. Oh, the silver. The silver did us in. Okay. Well, we should head back anyway. We gotta go put Bonita away. Is it this way? Is this where we live? So confusing. Alright. Where is Bonita? There you are. There you are. I should probably put this stuff away and then double check the board to double check what the weather is gonna be like. What's this? Iron. Copper. And our first silver. And then, what are these? Yes, someone uses these, so we're just like holding on to them, but I don't actually know who. Not quite sure who makes use of it. There we go. Okay, so for tomorrow, grab this and the watering can. Refill that. And then we will pop into town, check on the weather for tomorrow. Mainly, I just want to make sure that I'm not about to let Bonita out if it's gonna rain. Ain't got some time for small talk right now. Calm down, Cooper. You wildin'. Lovely weather today, don't you think? Helen's pretty lit. She's pretty cool. Okay, tomorrow is sunny. I'm trying to think too, like, who should we befriend? It's weird that we don't have any, like, heart levels with, like, our friends. Ravi's pretty great. I guess I would do Ravi. And Aries seems chill. I just want to befriend the grandmas. And Pent. I feel like those are the fam. I also feel like Serena is gonna have like a really chill story. Like she's kind of like enigmatic, I guess. So I can foresee her cutscenes being interesting, I feel like. So maybe we'll talk to them more. See about befriending them. There are heart cutscenes, but there's not like romance in this game. As far as I can tell. Up we get. Bonita is looking great today. I like how she starts sitting on the egg. I can appreciate that. Let's lift her up, bring her outside. It's gonna be nice today. There she goes. Okay. Time to water everything. The big stamina drain. We need to remember to save some produce because I feel like we're gonna need to bring something to Spring Thanksgiving. Like just a hunch, but I feel like they're gonna want us to do that, so. Probably need to not sell all of them. Because that has gotten me in trouble a fair few times in the Harvest Moon games. The number of times that I've needed to hold on to produce and I just forget and sell it, and then I'm like, oh yeah. Like, oh yeah, we had like a gold star vegetable we could have brought. But now, no. Not the case. Should we get a sheep or something? I've been wondering if we should just do that too. Been thinking about it. We might want to get some, like, fodder fields, too. Because we can at least grow fodder. It's just that chicken need to mill corn into chicken feed. And the mill takes some, like, unlocking. But it might be worth seeing if we can get some sheep going. Yeah, there are sheep in this game. Mm-hmm. Let's go. We'll go up. I'll show you. I'll show y'all. They're right up here. I don't know if the farm is open. Oh, cutscene. Good morning, Ravi. Morning, Harmon. Good morning, Nobi. Good morning, Nobi dear. Sure is nice out today, huh? Indeed, it's warmer than usual today. Say, Nobi, have you and your friends found any leads on a way home? Not a single one, unfortunately. Maybe you might try praying to the goddess then. Have you ever seen the goddess before, Ravi? I sure have. What? No way, seriously? It must have been some 80 years ago now. That's a lifetime ago. I was about your age when my brother brought home a beautiful woman. Not long after, the elder tree sprung up out of nowhere. The elder tree is that ginormous tree out there, right? The biggest one in the entire town, yes. But it's the size of a mountain. It grew that big in 80 years? Heavens no, it grew that big in a mere instant, you see. It threw the whole town into an uproar. Yeah, I bet. That wasn't the only surprise we were in for, though. After it sprouted, our poor harvest vanished like a bad daydream. Wow, so the elder tree brought all your crops to life? That's what people said, and they praised that woman like a goddess. Wow, that is like something straight out of a fairy tale. I bet a goddess could send me and my friends home lickety-split. I doubt it. Oh yeah, Harmon's a big goddess doubter. He doesn't believe. What? Why? It's been a long time since then. Harvest season is hard nowadays. Is it? I mean, we manage, but the soil is no good in a lot of places now. The goddess is long gone and the tree isn't what it used to be. It has been a long time since I've seen her myself, true. Do you think she went somewhere? Who knows if she's even alive now, 80 years after the fact? Granny here is the only one in town who says she ever even saw her. You never know though, she could still be around. Yes, she is a goddess after all. I'm sure she still watches over us. If you say so. You know what? I think I'm gonna go take a look. I took a minute. I was like, what word is that? Are you now? Do be careful then. I will. Alright, we're just marching. Hey, Nobi, wait up. Huh? Oh, hey guys, what's up? We visited Ravi's and she said you were off looking for a goddess. So we came all the way out here just to find you. So where's this so-called goddess then? I was just about to start looking. You guys should come with me. I doubt you're gonna find anything. We can still try. Come on. Is this gonna be another like hour of cutscenes? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, she's just there. Hey, look. There's someone over there. It's gotta be her. There's no way. So she really does exist. Hey there. Let me guess. You're the goddess, I presume? Yeah, that was fast. Oh, my. You are, aren't you? I'm what? Who are you? I'm Nobi. And that's Big G, Sneech, and Sue. Oh, and this here is Doraemon. Doraemon? Nobi? Sidebar? What's up? Something's fishy here. Just look at the way this lady's dressed. She's dressed like a goddess, right? I'm not so sure. Something seems off to me too. Really, Sue? Not you too? There's no such thing as goddesses to begin with. Well, who the heck is she then? Maybe she's LARPing, y'all. Maybe she's just, you know, we like interrupted. She was like filming something. She was taking photos for an event and we just popped out. That's right. Harmon never mentioned her before, did he? Duh. That's what we're worried about here. Let's just let her explain things, okay? Who might you be? Earth to sketchy lady. She's like, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Vera. We noticed you poking around the tree there. What were you doing? Well, you see, I was a little worried, so I was taking a closer look. Worried about what exactly? Something just doesn't seem right with it. More importantly, do you children live around here? We kinda do right now, but only because a big storm brought us here. A storm? You must have been caught up in it too then? We're not actually sure exactly where we are at the moment. Yeah, and Doraemon said we might have even traveled through time. Well, I think he's right. All of us are from different futures. Say again? But you're a goddess, right? Can't you send us back to our time? Unfortunately, I can't. What? Why not? The truth is, I was sucked up into that very same storm myself. Even with your holy powers and stuff? Like, guys, I don't think she's... I don't know. Maybe she is the goddess, but she made it sound like she's just from the future. She's got, like, future tech. In this episode, Nobi builds a cult of personality around a random cosplayer. What if she is? What if she's a cosplayer? What if she was at, like, Comiket and she just got sucked up and dropped here? And then Nobi is like, you're the goddess, right? He's, like, pushing her and she's like, I guess? These strange people, she, like, goes home, writes in her diary, these strange people have named me a goddess. I planted this tree, but when it overloads, it can get out of control. And when it does, it has the power to bend time around itself. So you're telling me we really time traveled to this place? It certainly seems that way. But hey, we ain't got an elder tree where we came from, so how and why us? Yeah, we'd remember if we'd seen a tree as big as this. You guys did plant a tree. Wait a minute, a big tree? Hey, you don't think it was the seed from our summer project? What seed? From which project now? We planted this strange seed as part of a school assignment. Oh yeah, it grew super fast too. Not as big as this thing, but do you remember what the seed looked like? It had this sort of spiral shape, maybe about yay big. That's it then, that's an elder tree seed. But why in the world would you have one in your era? Wait, so this is all Nobi's fault then? You just had to scoop it up? How was I supposed to know? Now's no time to start pointing fingers, you two. Sue is always the voice of reason. Everyone is like going off, ready to fight, and Sue is like, dudes, can we just move on, please? There's still a chance you can get back to where you came from. There is? How? It's going to take quite a lot more power than we have now, though. What sort of power? Well, there are 4 types that we'll need. The first is the power to draw in others. The second is the power to make things come true. The third is the power to see the future. And the fourth is the power of nature, like you'd find in fire or water. We don't have any sort of powers like those. Hey, wait! Doraemon, you must have some gadgets that we can use for this, right? Huh? Let me see. I might have a little something something. She's cosplaying from Doraemon Story of Seasons and was like, what the heck? Don't plant strange seeds. True, true. But do you really think this lady is some sort of goddess, Nobi? I mean, she said she can send us back through time, so... Are we sure she's even telling the truth? No, but what other leads do we have right now? If she says she'll send us back, we might as well give it a shot. I guess, but we should at least try. What could go wrong? Fine. Have it your way. So, what kind of power did you say you needed again? First, we need the power to draw in others. Come here, cat. Oh shoot, I lost that one. I was like, did the game bug? Is there supposed to be something like above his head? No. No, he just lost that gadget. Next was the power to make things come true, I think. Realization pen. Yep, that one's gone too. Strike two. Next one was about seeing the future. Time TV. Well, come on, you don't have a single one? What about the power of nature? The power of nature, huh? Sprite Summoner. It's no use. I'm running on empty. Always when we need you the most. Wait, are you trying to tell me you have all these powers already? Of course we do. Doraemon's a robot from the 22nd century. A robot? I doubt anyone around here knows about robots, Nobi. So you lost these gadgets of yours here in this era, right? We did. Wild animals ran off with them as soon as we got here. Then they're probably still around here somewhere. I doubt those animals are using them. You should hunt them down. Yeah, you're right. Come on, guys. Let's get searching. Oh, man, do we have to? They could be the keys to getting us back home. Yeah, come on. We've got to find those gadgets. Aw, thanks, you guys. So be it. Let's split up and search these woods. Where the heck are these stinking things? How could we not find even one? We did find a few, actually, just not the ones we wanted. If they aren't out here, perhaps some people in town picked them up. You've gotta be kidding. We'll all be working in town, though, so I bet we'll find them. I sure hope you're right. Wait, so we have to search the woods, the mountains, and town? We might as well search the whole world at this rate. If we can just get those gadgets back, though, we can finally go home. And even if we don't find them, maybe we'll figure something out. If you find a gadget, bring it to me. I'm here most every afternoon. Sorry, I had to cough. I just trained my voice a little bit doing these lines. These weird lines. Ugh, and I was like, oh god. Okay, let me put myself on mute. Okay, we will. Quit looking so worried. Let's go find those gadgets together. Not like we have much of a choice anyway, right? We're just stuck here until we do. Between work and our search, I think we'll all be quite busy. Alright then, keep your eyes peeled, guys. I bet if I make friends with the townsfolk, I'll stumble upon something. Time to get cracking. Alright. Dude, what a cutscene. I guess I can just walk over here. Where even am I? Big tree root. Alright. Far away from where I want it to be. A+ voice act. I went too hard. I went too hard. It was one of the last lines. I felt it. And then, like, you know when you're like, you have to cough real bad and your eyes start watering? Just to, like, add insult to injury. And I was like, man. I was like, man, this is brutal. Alright. What do I even have anything good in my pockets? I don't think I do. I think this should bring me, yes. This way to West Natura. I was gonna show you the sheep. That whole thing was because I wanted to show you the sheep. And then it just triggered this massive cutscene. I should have known. Okay, this is the chicken. Let me quick check them. It's Tuesday. 9 a.m. to noon. Okay. Okay. Let me go inside. Oh, another cutscene. Come on in, Nobi. Oh yeah, this is Aries, Grandma Aries, and her husband is named Taurus. And they run the, like, cow and sheep shop, which is very cute. This is the livestock store, right? That's right. We welcome to the Gouder Mock Animal Emporium. We sell adult cows and sheep along with fodder and snacks they need to grow up strong. We also sell cow milkers, sheep shears, and brushes for animals of every stripe. Come by whenever the mood strikes, dear. Do let me know if something catches your eye. Yeah, I plan to befriend all of the grandmas. Let me first... I have to check the cost of tools, because we shouldn't go, like, too crazy, I think. Like, we will need a brush, for sure. So let me buy a brush. And then... How much is a cow? We'll need a cow. I'm gonna get one cow. We're gonna, like, index into sheep. Okay, they're pretty expensive. So we'll come back and get those. So we need 6,000 for a cow, but see, look how fluffy they are. Look at, these are the sheep, and the cows are really cute. These sheep are some of the cutest sheep in the Harvest Moon series. Hands down, people can fight me on that. They are super cute. I'm very into their styling here. The mare. Oh yeah, we realized, I was like, why is his name Ryan instead of Ryan? And then we realized it's because it's like the sounds of mare backwards. He's a weird one. He's super odd, but... So what time do these people open? Oh, they're like eating right now. I'm just like creeping. Can I just... Okay. What time do you open? It's like already 9. Not up until 10. Dang. Okay. Tomorrow overcast and then sunny. Okay. Pop in here. I think, yeah, chat with upgrade tool. Oh my god! Bye! Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in! Let me do a quick little thing. Raid shout out. How are you guys? Hello, hello, welcome. What were you guys playing? Ooh, you were doing ASMR. Nice. Lapis! Oh my goodness! Thank you for the resub! Welcome back to the Jam Fam. How was your ASMR? Was it very relaxing? Welcome Raiders, my name is Rosaldia. Go by Raz for short. I am a marionette VTuber. I mainly play farming sims and Mahjong. So we play Mahjong on Thursdays. And this is one of our farming sims. We're on the second episode of the Doraemon Story of Seasons. So it's a collab between the Doraemon cartoon, anime, manga, and Story of Seasons games. So very fun. Hello Violet, hello Vi, how are you? It was super nice. It was my first time trying this and I enjoyed it. Nice. I'm glad it was fun. I love ASMR. I'm a big ASMR fan, I have to say. Competitive Mahjong. We play a lot of friendlies. I do play ranked sometimes if people don't want to play friendlies, but yes, Thursdays we have a Mahjong night. We play whatever strikes our fancy, 4-player or 3-player. And occasionally some like special game modes because we play in Mahjong Soul. I read The Little Prince to my lovelies. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. The Little Prince is so good. Such a like cozy, comfy story too. Raz gets most cultured with every piece of trivia I get. No. I'm not that cultured. I love comfy voices and I've been told I have one too, so gotta give back. I definitely can see that. You do have a comfy voice. I feel like you reading stories is very lovely. For sure. This game looks sweet. It's so lovely. The art is like insanely beautiful. It's like very soft. It's got a real like cute painterly style. So I'll show you guys around town. I'm just checking on what we need for the upgrades for stuff. Okay, so it's like 30 blocks and then 30 ore, and then it's like, what, 1600 per? Okay. Also, Vi and Hibiyu, thank you so much for the follows, guys. Welcome to the cottage. Your voice is sweet as well and loud. Oh, you guys flatter me. I always think my voice is very plain, but people like listening to it, that's good. I haven't played Mahjong in forever. Forgot all the rules. I remember being young and scattering tiles on the table though. That was really fun. That sounds fun. That's a bit of a chombo though, I think, but sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. But yeah, you guys should come by for a mod if you want to learn Mahjong. I can't narrate my hands like super well when we're playing friendlies because I'm trying not to let people hard cheat. Because they want to play a fair game, but when I play ranked, I really try and narrate my thought process in Mahjong. So, hopefully it's helpful. But yeah, if you stop by anytime on Thursdays, that's generally what we're doing. Thursday evenings, we play some Mahjong together. But yeah, y'all look at this town. Can we just talk about how cute this is? Like, this is the general store, and we've got this super cute cafe. And everything is just like extremely idyllic. We've decided that we would all just live here. Like this is what the doctor's office looks like. Like imagine if this was like what your doctor's office looked like, wouldn't you go to the doctor more? Like if my doctor was in a house like this, I would be there. I would show up. Not that I like ditch out on my doctor, but still. And like look at all these little houses. I was showing people around. I really love Serena's house a lot. She's the nurse. Like, look at this cute pink house. This cute cottage with this adorable little, like, living room area. And then she's got this little divider, which I think is cute for her, like, range and her kitchen area. And then look at this bedroom. Isn't it so cozy? Like, it's, like, lived in. It's, like, a little messy, but in, like, a cute way. It's, like, endearing. And, oh, look at this window seat. This, like, 3-part curved room window seat. I would be there all day with like a cup of tea and a book. Like what's not to love about that, So yeah, I love this. This game is very fun. We've been enjoying it a lot. I do think I should try and buy some fodder. I think I can buy fodder seeds from her. Oh, is she not open? Is she on lunch break? Maybe she's on lunch break. Yeah. Are you on lunch break? Tuesday. Oh, they're not open till 3. I forgot they're not open till 3. Isn't that so late? That room is so big. Yeah, it's so nice. So many of the rooms are rad. Well, let's go let's go to the beach. Let's go, like, beach combing. Because how much stuff... Oh, I have a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. I guess I'll go to my house. We've got time, since we have to wait a while for the general goods store to open up. This is our farm. It's a little messy. We are growing a lot of veg over here. Lots of veg. That's our chicken. Her name is Bonita. She's very chill. But we got isekai'd here. It turns out we learned recently that we planted a seed that we shouldn't have planted. And it created this, like, time storm, and we got sucked up into the time storm and then ended up here. So, you know, it's been a journey. And then when we landed, we found out that this town is very into child labor for some reason. Like, they are required by law that all children work. So we were isekai'd with our friends, and we're all children. So then we were, like, made to go search for work, and basically everyone told our character, Nobi, that he was not strong or competent enough to work for them. And then in the 11th hour, they were like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about this farm that's just, like, laying vacant. So they told us we could take over the farm. So that's what we're doing. But technically this is our job. It was pretty sketchy. Yeah, it was weird. It was definitely an experience. And, like, not necessarily in a good way. Yeah, well, technically they were like, we can make an exception for you because you were isekai'd. But they seemed really begrudging about it, to the point where, like, since we were all children, we felt guilty about it and then decided that we should work anyway. Which, you know, I don't know, it's easy to manipulate children in that way, so we kind of got manipulated. We kind of got hard outmaneuvered there. And so now this is what we do. Though we definitely got the cushiest job. Like, everyone else is, like, living with other people and having to do real work. And, like, to be fair, we're kind of just, like, hanging out at this farm. And, like, it's work, but, you know, we don't have to do anything, you know? We self-directed planted all these plants. No one said we had to do anything. We do live in a small one-room house. You know, this is our house. But, like, we got this chair that we put down, you know? That we can sit in. I don't know, we can decorate. So we get a little bit more agency, I feel like. I don't know if the other kids feel the same way. Maybe they like their jobs. I haven't asked them. But let's just say, it seemed a little sketchy with everything going on, that we were, like, we were, like, conscripted into this work. So, you know, it's been a little strange. Right now we just found out that there's a goddess, and that we're not really sure if she's a goddess. She might be, like, from the future and be using, like, future tech. But she told us that we have to find Doraemon, if you guys don't know, is a robot cat. And he has a bunch of gadgets, like Mr. Gadget, Mr. Inspector Gadget. Is that what that man's name was? Anyway, he's a robot. He's got a lot of extra... He's like a Swiss Army knife robot. So he's got a lot of stuff. But when we crash landed here in our isekai journey, he got all of his stuff stolen by wild animals. And apparently they're, like, very key to us going home, so we're supposed to find those, and I guess the key to finding those is, like, befriending the villagers. So that's kind of been our plan, our loose plan, is to befriend people so that we can get the gadgets we need from the future to, like, go home. Plant to grow pasture, harvestable in about 10 days. Okay. I don't know how much this makes. So I'm gonna get... I'm gonna get 6. And we're gonna see what this does. It will be an experiment. But this is what we need to make fodder. So... Also, look at how cute the animals are. Look at how cute that sheep is and that cow. Basically, my plan right now is to get 1 milk cow, like 1 dairy cow, and then just hard index into sheep and chickens. That's my current goal. That and befriend all the grandmas. That's my secondary goal. Okay, let's... How much? Okay, I have 29 energy. That is enough. Gonna plant our fodder seeds. And then... I feel like I'm gonna need to upgrade my watering can. I feel like that is maybe the most pressing thing to upgrade first, because we are doing a lot of watering. Like a lot. I'm gonna bring Bonita inside, because it's already 4. Might as well. She can hang out in here. We'll get our bug net. I think we can go bug hunting. Also, I feel like I should move some of this stuff over. Like, I don't know what we do with some of these things, so. What else do I not need a bunch of? Yeah, the fatigue stuff can go here. Okay, I think that's fine for now. It's kind of got that Animal Crossing vibe of like we do a lot of like bug catching and fishing for food. Bug catching, fishing, foraging. So we've been doing a bit of that as well. Instead of just like the traditional farming situation. I don't know if you can cultivate honey, so I'm not sure if I should like leave a honeybee in one of our boxes. I have no idea if that's a useful thing or not. I feel like for now, I don't know. Maybe I should leave 1 in our boxes and then like that way if we need to make, you know, beehives later we can do that. I have to say, I do like the return to the farm has a set layout and you can't change the layout. I appreciate that. I know some people like to like super, you know, landscape their farm like in Stardew Valley, but I didn't like that. I appreciate all the Harvest Moon games that things were just where they were. And I just showed up and like vibed out. So we'll see if that continues in some of the later games, but I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing in Pioneers. I do kind of appreciate that we can move stuff in Pioneers because of how they spread it out with like unlocking different farm areas, but in general, I kind of like this vibe where it's a set layout and you just slot into it and you upgrade buildings and stuff, but you can't actually change where they go. Any of that. Should probably also check with the lumberjack and see how much it costs to build a silo. Because I don't know, and we'll probably need that. I love Pent, by the way. The lumberjack man is like extremely joyful. He's very quiet. He's that classic, like, lumberjack stereotype of, like, he's the strong, silent type. But I like him. I feel like he's got a good vibe. Where's his house, though? Oh, is this a... Oh, it is. Dandelion. We had not harvested one of those yet. Oh my god, that man was just pushing me. Shoving a child. What day is he open? Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon. Okay, so we'll stop by tomorrow and chat with him. Let me drop everything off. I was saying, unlike a lot of Harvest Moon games, there is no romance in this game. There is like affection with people, and you can raise people's like heart levels essentially, but you're not like marrying anyone. Which makes sense. I don't know how old Nobi is. He's like maybe in middle school or maybe like late elementary school. Either way, he's a youngin'. He's a child. So, it would be kind of weird if we were marrying people. I don't think we generally do the child bride thing. Alright, grab Bonita off of her egg. Grab the egg. Put her food away. And then we can let her out. I don't think it's supposed to rain. If it does, we might get yelled at. But I think it said it was just going to be overcast today. Now we have to do all of our watering by hand, as you do. I think we're going to save one of these turnips for the festival. I just don't know how to split the stacks. I don't remember. So... Oh, the potatoes are ready. Ooh. I like how they just instantly grow, too. I can appreciate that. I wish actual crops in real life grew like that. That would be very nice. Alas, they don't. They do not. I need to share with you all the utter chutzpah of one of my clients saying they needed to make one minor tweak to a project that consisted of me redoing it from scratch. That's a hard no, Lore. That's a solid no. I hate when people do that. Anytime someone says, I have a minor tweak, I like know that it's coming, you know? Like, my body just starts to reject whatever it is they're about to say, because I can tell it's not going to be minor. I know deep in my bones what it's actually about. That's brutal, though. I'm sorry that that happened to you. That is the worst 0% fun. Alright, let me pick all this stuff. Nobi is like dying right now. He's like, I'm not cut out for farm work, I'm a kid. And I'm like, you're gonna keep watering all of these. We're gonna keep tending to our crops, because that's the only way we live here. Let me see if I can see in the... I think it's like in the settings. I think I can see what the buttons are. If I go in here... System? Button settings? Gamepad. Okay. Gamepad controls. Menu. Can I split a stack? Select and ship, maybe? I don't know. We'll try that. We'll try that. Mercifully, the way this particular project works means I can probably do it in about 20 or so minutes, but just that's not a minor tweak, monsieur. That is in fact quite the opposite. No, thank you. I feel like we should bring a potato to this thing. Oh, I press Y again. That's why. Okay. If I come over here and I press Y, amount to split 1. Divvy up. There you go. I will take 1 back because we need that for the spring Thanksgiving festival. We'll bring a potato. So this will go in here for that. And then we have 7 more cabbages. They take 13 days though. What day are we on? Okay, we have just enough for that. Let's do the rest of our cabbages first. Because the turnips are quite a bit shorter. And then we'll sow some turnips. Check my stam so I don't die. Okay. There we go. And then I gotta go visit the lumberjack and see what the building upgrades, like the silo in particular, I think is what we might want next. So let me pop over there. We'll say hi to, this is Cooper, right? So abrasive, but I guess I kind of get it. He's trying to do stuff. Okay. Hello, sir. Yes. I want to build. So, roomy house would be nice because it unlocks cooking, but I don't think we need that right now. Shed silo. Roomy chicken coop. Chicken silo. Oh my god, 10k. It's very rich for our blood right now. And it needs gold. Okay. We don't have gold. Silver and gold too. Material shack would be nice though. For now I think we're okay. So I think we should... Let's grab some items. And I think we should try and upgrade our watering can. I don't know if it's gonna happen immediately though. That's my main worry. If I give away my watering can and then they're like, just kidding. I'll take this from you now. And then everything dies. I would be pretty crushed. Actually, it's 1,600 for each. I think we have to wait at least another day, so... We'll hold off on this just for a bit. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Let's head in. We will check on stuff, and then should I go fishing? I feel like fishing is pretty good. Time to fish. We'll check on the board in town, see what the weather is looking like, and then we will fish today. Alright, board time. Cool, weather's looking good. Cheesecake is in Sue's top 3, but what she really loves is baked yams. Me too. Baked yams are good. That's a solid choice. Let's see. It looked like there were a lot of fish in this river by our house. There were at least a lot of shadows in the water. Now, will any show up? Hard to say. It's not quite like Animal Crossing or something. You, like, the fish that are already in the river and stuff aren't really, they're not really there, I guess I would say, or they're not catchable for you. It's just an indication of fish existing. But it, like, spawns in specific ones to go after your line with varying degrees of success. Cherry salmon, alright. Not bad. So the other thing is the big backpack is like 6K. So that might be another thing that we plan on saving for. I kind of want a cow and a sheep before then, but I will say the lack of backpack space is pretty rough in our foraging journeys so far. So might end up being very useful to move beyond that. Because we ran into it in the mines as well, and I really didn't have much of anything in my pockets, so it's always something. Probably also need to look up, there's like a way that you can make seeds like a higher quality essentially with like a seed maker, I think, to make higher star produce. And I don't know how you unlock the seed maker. I assume we have to upgrade like a bunch of buildings. I'm sure you could do it with fertilizer too, though I'm not really in a rush for like top tier produce. We don't have anything. It's not like Stardew where we have like particular unlocks that we like have to get. So we have time. I wonder if fishing on the side will be a little bit faster. Because it seems like if you fish too long in the same spot, the fish are like, okay, someone is grabbing us. Let's not hang out here. You like scare away the fish. So moving around kind of behooves you. Though maybe I've already scared him away. Bussy Diver, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, I'm gonna pull that line out. Clearly, was not getting much done there. Everything is watered here. Chicken is still meandering. Quickly just drop off these fish that we have before Doraemon shows up for shipping purposes. That was actually a 3-star fish. I don't know if that's worth keeping, actually. To maybe bring that to Thanksgiving? Maybe that's better. So basically the fish are aware of the dangers, unlike anyone who lives in one of those cities superheroes keep destroying the comics. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, somehow the fish are very aware of, like, our brethren are being snatched. We should not be here. They know. They know. And they're not into being stolen. And they just stop biting. I think you can like get around that with bait. I think if you have bait on there, it does more, but I have some bait. I've just been like trying to figure out the fishing system a little bit better before I like ostensibly waste it. Cause like, you know, I'm not a pro fisher yet, so like maybe the bait's like kind of rare. Don't know if I want to go all out before I like understand the risk Like how valuable bait actually is to us. How do fish keep avoiding when you fish in the pond if they have nowhere to go? I guess they just like go to the bottom. They just don't bite. They're just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not that hungry. Thanks for asking. Because see, we have these two different bait types. We have ground bait and fine ground bait. I feel like you get them from like fishing randomly, but I haven't quite figured out how often that is. So, we shall see. Let's see, can I just... There we go. There we go. Let's do a quick foraging run. We'll just like quickly run into the mountains, grab things that we see along the way. Some fiddleheads and stuff. I did not bring my net. Probably should have. Go after these butterflies, but alas. I don't think there's anything at the top, but we'll take a peek. Yeah. So that's the big tree. That's like, we were at the foot of the big tree earlier. And technically we planted like a smaller version of that big tree, which is what Isekai does. Created that time-space storm that sucked us up. Hence how we ended up where we ended up. I don't think I've fished over here. I was trying to think, I was like, we were fishing at some pond and we were only catching that fine ground bait. But I don't think we've fished over here. Though it is pretty fast moving. I don't know if our old rod is good enough to get much over here. On the other hand, maybe Truck-kun was too busy to run you over. I think he was. To be fair, there was like 4 of us, so even Truck-kun I think would have had a hard time getting us all. Otherwise we could have scattered. But so it kind of like had to be a storm to feasibly get like all of us together at once. Instead of just being like one person. Because it's Nobi. Like, the people that were isekai'd was Nobi, Sneech, Big G, Sue, and Doraemon. So that's like 5 people. And like, Doraemon's a robot, so like, I don't know how like strong he is, you know? Who knows if he could do some weird like stopping Truck-kun. So they were like, what if instead you just plant the seed and it disrupts time and space? And then you get snatched that way. And we were like, yeah, okay, that sounds fair. Okay, tomorrow is... What day is tomorrow? I'll have to check. We'll need these 2, though. It's the 11th, so the spring Thanksgiving is on the 14th. Okay, I think we're good. Let me refill the watering can, I guess. And then we'll sleep. I will say, I was not quite prepared at the beginning of this game, so this game is great. I have a lot of wonderful things to say about this game, but it does have 90 minutes of cutscenes. So, it was 90 for us, I should say. It would take probably 45 minutes for a normal person, just like quickly reading and clicking through. I was like reading aloud, so it took probably twice as long, but it's a long time. Alright, morning buddy. Good morning, Doraemon. What's up? Thanksgiving is in 2 days. What's that all about? It's a day when you express how thankful you are for what you have, with cookies. Wait, cookies? Yep, if you have a rolling pin, you can make them with flour and butter. The exchange happens in 2 days. Next Thanksgiving, your closest friend will return the favor. Ah, okay, so it's not like a harvest festival. It's like Valentine's Day and White Day. We can't make cookies because we live in a one-room shack. And I don't think we can buy them, so. No kidding! I wonder who's gonna be sweet on who. When I went to visit the general store, Gemma was holding a one-woman bake-off for Harmon. I should have known that's how the cookie would crumble. Apparently, Harmon makes tons of cookies himself. I'm not surprised. He's a really hard worker. So, you gonna harness your flower power and give someone a cookie? I'm pretty sweet on the idea. Glad to hear it. Anyway, catch you later. Alright, we are not making cookies. We don't have the ability to make cookies. Good to know, though. Weren't they unskippable to boot? Yes. It's 45 minutes of unskippable cutscenes where you also can't save, which was pretty rough. That bit was not great. I think if you could save halfway through, I think it wouldn't be so bad, but not being able to save was like, Then there's MGS4 cutscenes, am I right? I do not know what that is, but there's a lot of cutscenes in a lot of games. I don't mind them generally. It's mainly when they're unskippable and very long and then you can't save. And the key, I think, was they didn't warn you. Like in Final Fantasy XIV, they do a pretty decent job of, if it's gonna be like 45 minutes of cutscenes, they just say like, hey, by the way, you're gonna be here for a hot minute, so like, get a snack, you know, prepare yourself. There wasn't really any of that. You hit new game and then you're like stuck for 45 minutes. So that was a lot. And they require like interaction. Like you have to click through. It's not like they just play like a movie. So it was a bit tough. But the story is cute, so I think if they had just made it so that you could save in the middle and like pick up halfway through, that would be not so bad. But I do think a game that like first came out on Switch, like anything that comes out on like a mobile console, like a handheld, they shouldn't have cutscenes that are that long, because you're not necessarily playing for hours straight, you know? Kind of the joy of handhelds is you can play for short periods of time while you're doing other things. 8 hours total cutscenes, and one of the cutscenes is 70 minutes long. Oh my god. That's bad. Does it at least warn you before they put you in the 70-minute one? Does it say like, hey, by the way, you're about to be like dropped into a movie? Or does it just jumps in, does not tell you that? Because that's a little rough. Little tough. Okay, so if we don't have to bring stuff for Thanksgiving, then we can grab these two and just sell them. And let's do a bug hunting day, because we haven't been bug hunting in like a hot minute. I don't think it's as lucrative, per se, as fishing, but it's fine. Of course not. That's too much. 70 minutes is long. Like, I thought these were pretty long, and it was around like 30 to 45. Like I said, if you're a pretty quick reader and you're really like spamming on the A button, I think you can get through it a lot faster. It only took us 90 minutes because I was like reading things out loud and it was slower. But 70 minutes is a very long time to be stuck in a cutscene with no warning. With no option. Oh my goodness. Pickles, you are going wild. You don't like that the lights are off in the other room? I'll fix it. But we have to finish this day out, and then we'll do that. Harmon is a gem. I also love his outfit. Not a typical farmer outfit. I'll say that much. But we can appreciate it. Oh yeah, is there anyone that like grows down here? If I walk to the river over here. Oh yeah. I have to like remember to look at the trees too. Sometimes there's fruit that you can like shake out of the trees, but I never remember to like actually witness them and see if they have anything on them. When it's nice out, I always want to play in the mountains. That's a very Nina-esque move. Rem probably is like the Nina analog. That looked like a kind of rare ladybug. Pick, where are you gonna go? You gonna come by? Wait, you're getting spooked. What's up? You cannot have my tea. You can't have my tea. Why don't you step by? Baby. Come here. Pick. Why don't you jump down? Where are you gonna go? Over there? Oh, goodness. Knocking things over. Okay. Alright. Okay, see, these we can shake. Grab some loquats. I feel like I remember these being, like, fairly lucrative. Fairly. Okay, 2 more slots. The Boston Tea Party all over again. Yeah, she's not throwing it in the harbor, my cat Pickles, but she was thinking about coming after my tea. She was considering it. She really likes coffee. For some reason, the smell of coffee, she will like dive at your mug and try and get to it. And I'm like, friend, we can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Alright, I think, let's see. I like never remember the way to my farm. I don't know if I'm ever gonna remember the way to get around in here. It's like a little convoluted. It's a little confusing. And the map is, it's nice that we at least have a map. It's not the best map. So sometimes it's a little hard to read and then like figure out where you are. Let's see. How much do we have right now? We have like 3,500. These mole crickets. They have like this well, I don't know if I would call it disturbing, but like kind of off-putting hum to them as you walk by, and it's like, alright. So I think I'm gonna get to like 6K, maybe 7 or 8K to be safe, and then buy a cow. And then I assume we buy a young cow and it has to grow up, but maybe we buy a full-size cow and then we have to milk it immediately, in which case I might need like more like 8K to buy the milker, because that is not free. So unlike some games where we don't need to worry about that, we do in fact need tools in this one. And they are like fairly pricey. Not prohibitively expensive, but also not, you know, free. Also, I'm still not over the size of this fish. It's so big. It's bigger than me. Okay, let's head back to our farm to ship all this stuff. Oh, what's up, Serena? The beach is a nice place to visit when you need a bit of an energy boost. Fair. I think we go up this way. And then this way. It is a bit weird that all the townsfolk just like wander through our farm. Do you find that a little off-putting? I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. There's all that. How much stamina do I have? Oh, I have like a good amount. So maybe we should do some more cleanup on the farm. Let's do this. For some reason, if you try and break them from the top side, it doesn't do like a great job. It like bounces you back a little bit, and then you like can't really get to everything. So, not the most helpful thing in the world. I like how Benita's watching us, running around doing all this. She's like, yeah, my owner is weird. He does some weird stuff. And he's pretty weak. He struggles to do a lot of farm work, so a bit confusing as to why he's here. Beaches are fun, although my only fond memory of the beach was digging sand pits. That sounds... I don't know, so that sounds like a classic, like, kid at the beach move, you know? Like, I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the beach in general, because I have thalassophobia, so large bodies of water are, like, not really my jam. But sand castles can be fun, I'll say. There's something like very satisfying about building them and then knocking them down. I don't know what it is, it's like a primal human wish to like destroy things. And sand castles like fulfill that need. Nobi is like, girl, I'm about to pass out. You've got to calm down. Alright, let me drop all these supplies off. Yeah. Drop all these off. We have a lot of stone now. We're like actually saving up. What do we need for tomorrow? This. And I mean, if you were a kid in the beach and didn't dig in the sand as much as your small hands could before covering it with a piece of newspaper and some sand, are you really at the beach? Oh my goodness. That's so dangerous. I feel like if you did that and somebody broke their leg, they would litigate you. They would get you. Or your parents, I guess. Maybe, you know, not you personally as a child, but in the US at least, people would be like, I'm gonna sue you because your child made like a, what are those things called? Like a pitfall, like pitfall trap. That reminded me, I think it was like season 3 of Alone. Alone is like a reality TV show where people try and outlast each other in the wilderness. Season 3 was in Patagonia, and they like had boars around, I think. And this dude, I don't know why, but he was like very concerned about the boars. And like, don't get me wrong, boars are definitely dangerous, so I vaguely get that. But he was like very concerned about it, and he made these like pitfall traps with the spikes at the bottom, and I am not positive that he knew where they were. And I was like, dude, if you fall into your own spike trap and die, it's gonna be very embarrassing for you and this show. Like, please don't do that. I was like, that's a bold move. I don't know. Because it was like, the area of woods that he was in was very confusing anyway. Like, it wasn't like he was on game trails or anything. And I was like, I don't really know what you're hoping to like get out of this, but bold move. Bold move. But he was very committed. He was like very sure that he was going to like get a boar or like protect himself from a boar. And I was like, I don't believe that you built this pitfall trap well enough that you're not just gonna like vaguely injure a boar and make it mad. Boars are very dangerous. They are. They're one of the most dangerous. Honestly, fam, pigs, anything in the pig family, extremely dangerous. They can bite through bone like too quick to make me comfortable. Okay? Farm animal that I would never have, pig, hands down, easy. I think that man has dislocated shoulders the way he packages those plants. Yeah, he definitely is at least double jointed. Nobi has some questionable jointing going on. Also, hello, Loco. How you doing? I'm always interested in the cameraman just chilling in some of the shows too. The thing about Alone that's wild is they're supposed to film all of it themselves. They give them like GoPros and then a couple cameras that they like set up on tripods, and like game trail cameras and stuff for them to film themselves. And then they do med checks every like 2 weeks, and they bring them like new batteries and stuff. So there's no camera crew on Alone to like witness these people, which is why they like show up for these med checks. And this man who's grown his beard out and is looking like kind of haggard because he hasn't spoken to another human in 2 weeks is like, I built this pitfall trap in the woods for boars. And they were like, that sounds very dangerous. Like, maybe don't do that. Staying warm? Yeah, I bet. What's the temperature like by you, Loco? Is it like 100 still? Too toasty? Too warm? Because it's been definitely too warm by you. For my blood, at least. Right diary entry. Yes, this one. It was 101 today, 97 right now. Dude, it's... What time is it for you? Are you on Central Time or are you on Mountain Time? Either way, like what? Like 7? 6? Yeah, Central Time? Dude, that's too hot. Like, it should be getting dark by you. And 97 degrees? No, thank you. That's gonna be a hard no from me. Okay. I'm gonna pop us back to the title screen. I have to feed Pickles super quick, my cat. So I'm gonna put you guys on a little bit of a be right back screen. I'll be back in like 5 to 8 minutes, so feel free to like get up, stretch, get a snack, reheat your mug like I'm going to do, all that good stuff. And then we will be back doing some more Doraemon. Okay, I'm back. Let me swap over. Okay. You guys are crazy. I can't live in places that are that warm. I just can't do it. It gets to be, it's like 60s at night here. Some places it got down to the 40s recently. Which is a little cold. I don't think my plants would like that very much, but yeah, like that warm in like the evening time. No thank you. No thank you. Okay, yeah. Autosave is working correctly. Okay. I think we have, yeah, we have our food. Grab, drop, talk to Onita, pick up the egg, place the food, and then I think it was sunny today, so I think I'm safe to bring her out. I may end up moving to a colder state at some point, but it would be far north US. Yup. Not just cooler temperatures. And it gets cold. If you're not used to like cold weather, like yeah, like the winters are very cold. That's the trade-off. So if you're not used to having days where you just like cannot be out, then you might have some, a little bit of culture shock, I guess. Dealing with all that. Nothing will love you or hunger for you like winter does. Winter is something. I heat my house with wood, which I also don't think is like particularly common, and I don't really know if you've never heated your house with wood. I don't know if you know the pain really of having to start, like nothing on this earth humbles you in 2022 like fire. Like not being able to start a fire and you're cold. And your house is cold and you have to make it warm. Or you're gonna be in like trouble. Always been more of a summer person. I'm used to dealing with hot summers. Yeah, I am the opposite. I'm a big fan of fall, winter. I do not like heat. It's a no for me. So I'm always happy to just like vibe. Ooh, we are so close to 6K. Close, but no cigar. Okay, this we can sell. Let's grab the fishing rod. Let's go ocean fishing today. Fall is also a season I enjoy quite a bit, but only when it's not cloudy. Yeah, I love the crisp day. My favorite part of fall, everyone likes fall for like the foliage. I like November fall, when it's rainy and like everything's dead. And it's very cold. If it ain't cold, it ain't for me. Thank God Illinois keeps the electric bills at least somewhat in check with all the nuclear plants. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. I think, is this a better way to go to the beach? Go down this way? Maybe? But yeah, I'm not a fan of, the very warm temps. Just is not for me. In my last state, I dealt with both, so naturally built up a resistance to extreme heat and extreme cold. I can handle all kinds of weather. You're set. You're ready. I think people who live in the desert are wild because they have kind of some of the most wild weather, like very hot, but it gets very cold at night. And it's hard to live in. The worst about being too hot is trying to sleep at night. No worries. It's too cold. Just add more blankets. 5 degrees too hot. Yeah. Yup. Yup. I don't know. I just, in general, like, does Texas count as a desert? Yeah, I think parts of, like, West Texas are very desert-esque. And in general, like, Texas is, like, scrublandy. It's not quite as desert as, like, I don't know, New Mexico, I guess. Well, deserts don't have a lot of precipitation. So if you mean there's too much, yeah. Yeah, like maybe technically, but it is pretty arid in a lot of places. Definitely, I don't know, it's so flat too, I gotta say, it is like weird. I don't live in a super mountainous area. Like I live in New England. We have mountains, but it's not, we have like granddaddy mountains, you know, they're not like Western state mountains, but we have a lot of like hills. Like there's like a lot more variance in the horizon line than in like Texas. Is just like flat as far as the eye can see, which is weird. Also the lack of like forests is weird. Like you can't, in New England, you can't generally see for miles. Even if it was like relatively flat, because it's just forests, like dense forests. You kind of just can't see very far. Your line of sight is limited. So it's always weird to me. I don't know, my grandparents lived in Texas. And it was always weird to me as a kid to visit there and be like, this place is strange. Honestly, when I was a kid, I thought it was ugly. I thought it was a very unappealing place for lots of reasons, but the lack of forests and the flatness, I think, definitely contributed to that view. But it is, though. It is why it is ugly. I mean, y'all live there, so you can say that. I feel like it's a little bit, it always feels a little coastal elitism for me to say that I think it's ugly. Everywhere has its, like, positives, I guess, but Texas is not for me. That's what we'll say. Not my jam. It's also, too, I mean, like, to be fair as well, we don't talk about it a lot in the US, but, state culture shock is a real thing. When you move from state to state and region to region, those places are different. Even states that are next to each other are often culturally very different from each other. And it can be hard to move to a place that is very culturally different from where you live now or where you grew up. That's like not an easy thing to do. You can literally get culture shocked. Things can be like very foreign to you. Figured I'd give it a shot anyways. It's not like I'm locked in here for life. True, true. Yeah. If you have means, that's, you know, that's always the thing. If you have means to move, then you're not locked in a space, but sometimes people don't always have the means to leave. Just going to Oklahoma is a bit different for— exactly. Like, if you go places, like, it's not— it can be very culturally different, or it can be, like, minorly culturally different, and sometimes the minor cultural differences are the more shocking ones because they're not obvious. And so they're a little bit more, like, they get you more, you know? Because you don't notice them as quickly or whatever. The insanity of completely flat desert leading into very steep mountains in New Mexico is one of the most disorienting things I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah, New Mexico is, like, some of the states are weird like that. Like, Utah is kind of flat in a lot of places too, but then it, like, opens up and it's suddenly a mountain. Like, very mountainous. And you're like, oh, okay. As soon as I get my career started, I think I can move wherever I want to. Kind of like experiencing different cultures, though. I think it's nice to, like, live in different places. I think it's important to live in different places. Oops, pulled that way too early. I feel like everybody hates the drivers where they're from. I don't like the drivers where I'm from, too. I'm from a neighboring state, and I have some qualms. I have a bone to pick with the drivers here. We drive differently from where I'm from originally, from where I grew up learning to drive, I should say. People actually drive insane there. I feel like Texas, you guys have just, like, these massive metropolitan areas with a lot of driving. I think that's kind of a key difference too. In the Northeast, we have really big cities, but they're rarely driver cities. They're not places that are super car friendly, like New York City. You don't really drive into New York City. You don't really drive around in New York City. Some people do, but, like, not really. So even though you have all these people and you have a big, like, you know, urban area, you take a lot of public transit, you know? You park your car somewhere outside. Same thing with, like, Boston. Even some of the bigger, like, you know, like Providence and stuff. I don't think people, like, super drive into Providence or all those places. Some cities are a little bit more, like, car friendly, but America in general is very car-centric. It is. They do speed a lot. Speeding is spooky. I don't know. I'm all for, you know, driving a little quick out in the middle of nowhere on the highway when you've got room to maneuver, but I don't understand driving fast when you're, like, in traffic or, like, in and around cities. That doesn't make any sense to me when you're all packed in. I feel like the problem is, like, public transit, like, very quickly falls by the wayside once you get out of, like, the downtown or, like, main areas of a city in the US. It's not like— there's a lot of countries where you can get really good public transit even if you're pretty far out from, like, city center, but that tends to break down in the US. Looking forward to getting out so we can ride trains again. I love trains. I'm a huge fan of trains as public transit. I'm, like, less a fan of, like, buses and stuff, but trains, love them. Always a joy, as long as they're on time, you know. There's something to be said for, you know, things not being on time or being a hot mess, but when they are clean and timely, they're very nice. Let's do— how much? Status. Okay, I can do a little bit of cleanup. Let's do this. I feel like we have a lot more big rocks to clean up than anything else. I have thought about potentially moving to the Twin Cities area because there's a lot of public transportation, and my parents said they might retire to Minnesota. Ooh. But yeah, it's I don't know, a lot of the cities are just not great for real good public transit. I guess there's that stereotype about trains where we're going, true. Yeah, there is a bit of a stereotype about trains where you're going. True. Yeah, I feel like Minnesota is not a common place where people want to retire to. That said, Florida's gonna sink into the sea, so I feel like a lot of people are about to be climate refugees from there. When I was buying my house, I won't lie, this might be like a little bit like unhinged, but when we were buying the cottage, I looked at the 30-year flood map plan and like checked to make sure that I was nowhere close to the like sea level rising flood situation. I was like, nope. No, I'm not gonna be... My home is not gonna be underwater in 30 years. I know about that. Should I clear down here? Or, like, leave it? I'm 24. I guess I can clear like this. Crazy nothing. That's 100% reasonable. It felt a little unhinged. Like, my realtor looked at me real weird when I mentioned that. But... I don't know. I think it's, like, pretty reasonable to check. Especially if you're young, I guess. If you plan on being in a place, like, this was gonna be our last home. We don't plan on moving anywhere, and, we also don't plan on leaving here. Like, sounds morbid, but, I plan to, like, die here. I don't plan to sell this house or anything. So, I was like, well, if I'm gonna live 30 years, then I guess I have to check, right? Due diligence. My parents care more so about having good health care for America, and they actually want colder weather because of how insane the heats are getting. That's fair too. That is fair. Heat is very dangerous for old people, which is kind of ironic that old people tend to move to hot places, but it actually kills like the young and the old very quickly. Healthy people are a little bit less likely to just like die of heat outright, but old people, it will actually get you. Tempted to move more towards the heartland myself. North Carolina is tempting with the property prices, but they like a lot of nature, which Minnesota has. That's true too. Honestly, if it wasn't so far away from everybody, I feel like I would love to live in like Montana. I feel like Montana is like beautiful. You probably have to deal with a lot of like, I don't know, like red state shenanigans, I guess I would say. But Montana seems chill as a like physical space. Alright, today is the Thanksgiving festival, which means we're supposed to give cookies to people, and we're just not gonna do that because we can't cook cookies. Oh yeah, ladybug. I gotta get that. I've been like missing all of the ladybugs by accident. They're very like shy. Gotta sneak up on them. There you go. There we go. Alright. Grab. Drop. Talk. Grab this. Put the food away. And I think we're safe to put her out on a festival day, I think. Something about the corner states encourages a brand of weird you don't see much outside of America. Wait, no, Montana, not Utah. To be fair, Utah is a place. Though, you're not wrong either. I would say, like, The US has a really bad habit of like really rural states tend to attract fundamentalist religious sects in general. So I would say like Utah, Montana, Idaho they have a lot of those. Missouri does too. And I guess if we're counting like the Amish as a fundamentalist religious sect, which they are, then you could say the same thing for like Ohio and Western Pennsylvania. We have a lot of them, truthfully. A lot of those groups. Cost of living is the most important thing to me. You can, so here's the thing, like, at least in New England, there are pockets that are very affordable. You do have to think, though, like, taxes are high because, like, schools are good. Your taxes pay for, like, or, like, unemployment, right? Like, so you might have high taxes, but it's because you have, like, a really good safety net if you get fired or laid off. Or your roads are, like, being redone and your bridges are not like falling into rivers and the ocean and stuff. But it is definitely more expensive than a lot of places. But there are pockets that are very affordable in the Northeast. You just have to like find them. They're just usually a little bit less convenient, I guess, if you like being in an urban area. But yeah, you find in more rural spaces, just because like land is cheap and there's often like a lot more lax rules in rural states, the level of fundamentalism and the friendliness towards fundamentalist sects is makes them for a high population density there, which is maybe not, you know, your favorite thing to live next to. Honestly, with me wanting to live in a more urban area, I don't think the East Coast would work out. That would be a hard sell. The main urban areas in the Northeast are all very expensive to live in. Because they are very big job centers, and not just like normal job centers, I guess. They're like wealthy job centers. Like, for instance, a lot of financial tech firms are located in like the tri-state area, like New Jersey, New York, Connecticut area. So if you work in that, if that's like your job, then like maybe not a bad place to live, but it makes like, you know, that's a very lucrative line of work. So the people who work in that are often very wealthy, and therefore they make the areas around them very expensive. I like how these ones, the turnips like immediately turn into a little seedling. I like that when we water them. That is a nice thing. A nice touch. Okay. I don't know if there's like a festival that we like physically go to or what the jam is. Actually, let's put this here. Probably need to buy some more turnips too. Texas has cheap cost of living for a city. Yeah, that can be nice. That can be nice. Though I foresee, I don't know. Maybe not with the Roe v. Wade thing, honestly. But previously people were flocking to Texas cities because of them like not charging people taxes. But I don't know if that's stopping. I imagine a lot of liberal people that moved there are probably regretting that choice. We had some friends that moved down to Austin and they were like, there's no income tax. And I was like, cool, I'd rather like have rights. I'd rather I'd rather have rights. Thanks though. Good luck with that. Alright, let's go into town. Let's see what's up in town with this young holiday. Actually, how much money do I have? I have just over 6k. I think we have to wait until we get to like 8 to get a cow, I think. But let's check in. Are these guys open on Saturday? They are at 3. Okay, we might get some more turnips here and stuff. Classic trap. Move in, rent, but don't stay and retire. Yeah. Yeah, places that don't make it affordable to live there, like long term, are pretty spooky. The heat is only going to get worse. We had 50 days over 100 degrees and the privatized grid doubled our bill. Yeah, you were saying that. I heard that. That is crazy. That's crazy. It's just wild. It's just, I don't know. It's like unfathomable to me. I don't know. A lot of that stuff is just like super alien to my little Northeast brain when you were like, yeah, they don't want people to use the AC, so they just like hike up the prices. And I was like, what? They do what? Excuse me? Never had that happen. I don't know, I've never felt like I couldn't like use my own AC in the winter. Like my you know, my electric bill would like go up if I was using the AC, but that's like just the difference between like using the AC and not using it, not like because they were like artificially making it expensive. Not sure I want to die. I think high property tax. It's not great. It's not great if you want to like live somewhere forever. Because you have to think of property tax as like the one thing that you pay like all the time, even after you retire. So if your property tax is like insanely expensive, then you pay that even when you don't have a job. And then the amount that you need to like have saved to afford that when you are ancient and like probably not wanting to work is a lot. It's funny because where I'm at, people complain about taxes a lot, but it's because they've never lived anywhere else. So they're like, wow, property taxes are so high. And I'm like, dude, they are not high here. Like, you have to reset. Like, your expectations are completely out of alignment with reality. Like, these property taxes are not high at all, man. You have no idea what people in, like, even neighboring states pay. It's not bad. Y'all gotta calm down. I was like, that horse mackerel is giant, considering he was a tiny little shadow. Guess we gotta go drop these off our house. So I guess this festival, like, nothing really happens if you don't have cookies and you're not, like, giving it to someone. It's like, eh. It's like an optional holiday. No real cutscene, it looks like. You just vibe. I can get behind that. I could be down with that. Well, hello there, Nobi. Isn't the weather lovely? It is. Oh, we befriended Jenny? Oh, dang. I don't even think I talk to her that often. I guess maybe for some of the people who own businesses, I think if you are a patron there, you like maybe increase your, you know, level with them, I guess I should say. So maybe that's why, because we had bought like stuff from her before. I will say this game does seem to, well, I don't know, it's like kind of like Harvest Moon SNES. I kind of feel like people teleport. Like you'll see them walking around, but like I kind of feel like people teleport. Alright, what do we want? So potatoes are 8 days. This is the 14th. Do I want a large backpack? No, not yet. Let's do... Let's do this. Plant some more potatoes. The music really is like so lovely in this game. I am a big fan. So, okay, plenty of stamina for this. Potatoes are wild, truly. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if early Norse expeditions to the Americas brought potatoes back several centuries ahead of schedule. It's kind of crazy to think of, right? Like, I don't know, you just get so much out of potatoes. They're so, and they store long term. That's the other thing. Like, having a vegetable that does not take a whole, like, bunch of effort to grow, but that, like, produces a lot and stores really well without needing, you know, like refrigeration or fermentation or anything is like a huge boon. Huge boon. Honestly, the Americas had like all of the crazy foods. We had corn and potatoes and squash. Like, I don't know what more you need. We had beans as well. Like, that's all stuff that is nice to have. Squash lasts so long as well. They can just sit out. They don't rot. Like, did you know you can keep butternut squash in your house at like room temp for like months? It's like super rad. It's a super easy plant to like keep. It's like actually really hard to like just walk without getting these spooking these yellow ladybugs and stuff. These fancy bugs. Potato fields can't be burned like wheat fields. And taters don't need milling. Yup. Yup. Yeah, there's like a lot of crazy stuff that probably would have changed dramatically. Again, super weird to think of. Like, huh, how different would civilization be if like certain foods went certain places earlier? Let's bring our girl back in to her little house. Always surprises me that with all the things we can grow here that America has a massive food insecurity issue. That has to do with most foods rotting in the fields or in transit. That's because we've disconnected people from local food systems. Big ag is bad for everybody. Everywhere. So, kind of just the travesty of removing small family farms in favor of massive corporate farms. Because yeah, like places are pretty fertile. You can grow pretty much anything here. Also think about major population centers versus staple crop production. Yup. Yeah, I could go on for days about like agricultural theory. I'm a big, because I like to garden a lot and I'm kind of into like homesteading and self-sufficiency stuff, not in like a doomsday prepper kind of way. I don't think that's true self-sufficiency is like ever possible. Unless you plan on being a doctor and like doing heart surgery on yourself. That's not real, but reconnecting with the food system is like pretty essential, I think. In the top 10, only Chicago is actually close. Chicago is close. New York City is actually fairly close. There's a lot of farming in not that far upstate New York from New York City. And southern Jersey also is a big farming center, so like Philadelphia also has a lot of farms near it. But yes. It's definitely, it's not like, you know, they're not growing like corn. Let's put it that way. That level of like mass scale. Also, the other thing, a lot of our crops, like a lot of our corn, for instance, actually goes into animal feed. Not towards feeding people. So we actually have a problem about like how we even use like field like land usage. We have a lot of crops that do not feed anyone or go towards feeding anyone. I was not aware of upstate having a lot of farms, but I stand corrected. Adding Philadelphia to the list is still, yeah, no, I agree. And it's a different thing too. Like I think there's a lot more like there's specialized farms too. I don't know that I would necessarily say that they're like big crop farms. But yeah, there are a good number of farms in upstate New York. It's how like a lot of people make their livings around there. Because there is a lot of land. It's quite fertile. A lot more like family farms, dairy operations, stuff like that. But it's not like feedlots or something. Not like that scale. Big Ag has a direct link to unhealthier people because our food is so processed. And it's that a lot of food is expensive. That's it too. Like unprocessed food is very expensive. It's hard to, you know, if you're just buying like fruits and veg. Also, Zaro, hello, welcome in. Hold on, let me get you a raid shout out. Give me a sec. The sound is gonna go off. How are you guys doing? What were you playing today? What were you guys up to? Let's see. Yeah, we've been nerding out about farming. Oh, you were playing the VN. Gotcha. How was it? Did you finish it? Or do you still have like a ton to go on that? Are you winning? You know, I think we're doing all right. We finished? Yay! One route. Amazing though. That's rad. How many hours did that one route take you? It seemed like a lot. Like I feel like I tuned in several times. And you were like schmoving at like a pretty good clip. It seemed long. Welcome Raiders! My name's Rosaldia, go by Raz for short. I mainly play farming sims and Mahjong here. I'm a little marionette VTuber. Today we're playing Doraemon Story of Seasons, which is like a crossover between the Doraemon franchise and the Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon franchise. It's very cute. Also, Polaris Knight, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome in. So, yeah, that sounds crazy long. Are you gonna go back and do you're gonna go and like finish the other 3 routes, or are you gonna like take a break and play a different game for a bit? And None, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Of course, I'm not a quitter. I wasn't intimating you're a quitter. I'm just saying maybe we're gonna take a break. That's possible. We got isekai'd here. We are Nobi, with our friend Doraemon and our other friends Sue, Sneech, and Big G. Turns out we planted like a future tech seed thing that created a tree that made a storm that ripped through time and space, and then we got isekai'd here. And they told us that we have to work because like child labor is apparently a really big thing in this world? Town? I don't know if this is like a town specific rule, but they told us we had to work. And then they were like, well, since you're like isekai'd here, I guess you don't have to work, but we were children, so we're easily manipulated. So we said, no, we'll work. No big deal. And Nobi was determined to not be super useful to anyone, so we got given this farm. They were like, I guess you can revitalize this farm. You don't look very reliable, but good luck. So that's what we're doing. We've got a single chicken. Her name is Bonita. She's keeping the farm afloat single-handedly. She's very cute. But yeah, we're doing all right, I would say. We're doing okay. Doing our best, but you know, we don't know what we're doing. We don't really know how to farm. One look at Nobi and everyone knows this dude. Yeah, like several people were like, yeah, you just don't look strong. I just don't have, they didn't say it in so many words, but they were pretty much like, yeah, I don't have a use for like a weak, scrawny little kid. And we were like, I guess that's fair. Brutal, but like, I get it, I guess. So here we are, growing our turnips. And we're growing, what? Potatoes, cabbages, turnips. Technically we had strawberry seeds, but we didn't have them like early enough in the season that I felt like it warranted planting them, so we will hold off for next year. Our current aim is to get a cow. How much money do we have? We have enough for a cow. We could get a cow today if the livestock dealer is around and available. I don't know if they are on Sunday, but like in theory, if they were, we could do that. But yeah, so I guess the other side of this is we're supposed to befriend people in order to retain some of Doraemon's gadgets that will, in theory, allow us to go home. Though, at the same time, this place is very idyllic, and we were skiving off doing summer homework. So, I don't know if I would really want to go home. I think I'd be like, you know what, I have accepted that I got isekai'd, and I can't go home, and I'm just gonna farm here for the rest of my life. Doesn't seem bad. Place seems nice. And like, it would maybe be bad if we were not our own boss, but we're our own boss, so I don't think it's so terrible a fate. Like, this is a pretty nice farm we got. We got a little house all to ourselves. It's not the worst place to be. But yeah, also, of course, Zaro, thank you so much for bringing people by. If you gotta skedaddle to eat or rest after your long venture in the VN, feel free. Appreciate you coming by, though. Stopping in and saying hi, bringing everyone by. I'm probably gonna do like one more day, and then I'm probably gonna finish out too, because I gotta eat. But we'll find somebody. We'll find someone to pop by their place. I feel like we did a pretty good job clearing all this space. I gotta say, not to like toot my own horn, but it ain't bad. I'll put it that way. I guess I should go by the livestock dealer. I think they're not open till 10. Like I said, I'm not sure if they're open on Sunday, but it's might as well like have a look. What's the easiest way to get over there? This way? I think. Can I go around? I can't. Wow. Wow. They're like, you have to walk this one way. There are no options here. Alright, down here. But yeah, like, look at this place. Isn't this idyllic? Like, look at this town. Every house is cute. The people here are nice, even though we got isekai'd. They were just like, oh yeah, you got isekai'd? Cool. Yeah, that happens sometimes here. Oh, they are open on Sunday. Sick. Okay, 9 a.m. to noon. Perfect. Let's buy a cow. So, Grandma Aries, let's buy, we will need a milker. We will need to buy a cow. What should we name this cow? I always like old lady names for cows. I don't know why, but I feel like Hilda, Mildred, Heidi, Winifred. Winnie's a cute name. I like it. I like it. We've got Winifred, our cow, our first cow. Perfect. You ever raised a cow before? I'm afraid not. Oh, really? Then I can teach you how? Yeah, let's... We didn't really know what we were doing with the chicken, so might as well. Go right ahead. Okay, I'll teach you using one of the cows at the store. Over here. I love her. She's so cute. Okay, there's something all cows can't do without. Can you tell me what that is? Fodder. Yeah, they gotta eat, man. Just like people, animals can't live without food. Fodder specifically. What do they eat? Cows eat fodder. Dude, she just said. We just said. Nobi. Oh hey, did you know you can make fodder on your farm, Nobi? No kidding. Yep, and it grows all year round. But the livestock store sells fodder too, so I hope you'll buy some if you run low. You're a born sales girl. Just put fodder in your feed box and your animals will chow down on their own. Which one's the feed box? The box full of fodder, sir? Every cattle shed has a few, so be sure to put in enough to feed everyone. Something wrong, Nobi? I was just thinking about how much of a pain it's gonna be to have to keep fodder in my backpack. Well, if you build a silo, you won't have to. A silo, huh? Yeah, you can store fodder in there. Look at how she runs, little like hands out like she's a little airplane. Build a silo and you'll be able to store fodder in it. Talk about handy. Okay, so that covers feeding, don't forget, because it's the most important part. Yep. Next, make sure not to keep your cows cooped up inside all the time. Any particular reason? You wouldn't want to be trapped in your house forever, would you? Good point. So make sure to grab your cows with Y and bring them outside. Oh my god, do we pick them up too? That's how you pick up the chickens. But only when the weather's nice, and sunny, of course. Why is that? Have you ever seen a poor cow soaked head to hoof in the rain? It's super sad looking. Well, now I feel silly I asked. Don't bring them out at night either, your cows need their beauty rest. Right. Any tips for getting my cows to like me? Press X to talk to them. Giving them snacks is a good idea too. Where can I get snacks? I'm happy to report that they're sold at the livestock store. You're really good at this. To recap, give them fodder, take them outside, chat with them, and give them snacks. Treat your cows with tender love and care, and they'll love you right back. I'm gonna have a cow over how fun this sounds. Cows with love in their hearts produce high-quality milk, so you get back what you give. Speaking of which, how do I milk my cow? Good question. You want to use a milker for that, you can use it the same way you use other tools. You can only milk fully grown cows, though. Little cows don't give milk as cute as they are. Oh, and I forgot to mention one very important thing. How to take care of animals when they get sick. Oh yeah, that is important, huh? If you take animals outside on rainy days or forget to feed them, they'll get sick. Oh no, if something like that happens, how can I make them better? With medicine. I guess that's pretty obvious. Give them this and it'll cure whatever sickness they have. Well, that's reassuring. But if you let an animal stay sick without giving them medicine, don't tell me. The livestock store will take them back. Say it ain't so. We care a lot about animals, so we can't just stand by and watch them suffer after all. So promise me you'll take good care of them, okay? Pinky swear. Cross my heart and hope to die. Nobody's gonna die, Nobi. I trust you, so I'm sure you'll do just fine. Will do. You can count on me. Raise your cows with lots of love. I do like that animals cannot die. That is a deviation from some of the other games. Alright, let's buy fodder. Let's buy like 25 fodder. Yeah, for now. Okay, okie dokie. Now let's go to our house. We'll check in on Winifred. Winnie, as she might be called. Let's see how she's doing. Oh wait, she's this way. Just kidding. This is the barn. Okay, let me see. I don't know if Winifred is... milk? Oh yeah, she is an adult. Sick. Put the fodder. And then grab her. Oh, we push her. I see how this is kind of... This is a little clunky, I won't lie. It's a little clunky. But it's not so bad. Alright, she's outside. Let me put the fodder back. Let's put the milker back. Probably should also check on the weather for tomorrow. I know cows aren't exactly horses, but it still seems like a terrible idea to just push them like that. Cows kick sideways, so you're actually pretty safe behind them. Unlike horses, which will absolutely kick you in the head if you do that. Please don't do that. You can come up behind horses, but you don't spook them. You make noise to tell them that you're there. Cows can kick backwards, but it's a big, like, buck situation, so I don't think they can just do it, like, as casually as horses can just, like, leg back, kick you. So I think you're actually pretty safe to push cows like that. I still probably wouldn't... I don't know. Cows are 1,000-pound animals, so I don't know if I would still do that, but... It's not the worst idea. Alright, what do I have? I have the bug net. I guess I should go into the mountain. And forage and look for bugs. As you do, casually. Oh yeah, I don't remember who lives in here. Oh, Jenny's house. Their house is pretty rad too. I would definitely live here. Like, pardon me, I'm like running all around and just, you know, randomly being in your house, but... Do her parents sleep in separate beds? I think they do, right? They just have, like, single beds? Alright. I can respect that. Maybe they're both, like, very disruptive sleepers. Alright. Got this boy. Because, you know, bugs are worth money in this game. They are worth catching and selling. Oh yeah, I forgot to harvest these. Let's grab these. I think I planted all of the turnip seeds. from the other day. So I think we're good on that. Honeybee. All right, let's see what we can get in the mountains. If we go this way. Up Mount Whistle, as it is called. I don't think anyone taught Nobi how to forage, but he's just like out here running around doing his best, which like I can respect as an idea, but also like, I don't know, I feel like he's very likely to accidentally poison himself. I guess he's selling like pretty much everything, so maybe it's not a big deal, but he could be eating it, and that would be rough. Okay, let me go bring these all back then. Also, the water is like such a vibe in this game. Such a vibe. Is this the way I came? No. My experience in this game is just like forever being lost in the forest. Just constantly dazed and confused. Going the wrong way. Unsure of where I am, even though I've like been here many times before. Drop this off. Actually, oh, they're not the same. Not the same. Let's see. It's weird that there's no like rarity or like quality level, I guess I should say, to the like foraged like veg plants and fungi and stuff. But there are for all the bugs. And fish. Man, I really like strained my throat with all those cutscenes earlier. Chatting too much. On top of it. I think if I come down this way. I really do need the upgraded bag, like, ASAP. We run out of space so quickly, with so little. That might be the next thing I buy. It's like 6K, so we're like close to it already. I actually don't think that bugs are like, they're not like worth like that much, but they're worth like enough that it's kind of worth it, I would say. Spring already, huh? Soon all the icky bugs will start crawling out from who knows where again. Yeah, Henson does not like bugs, and his brother Cooper is like obsessed with bugs, which I feel like we can surmise there might have been some trauma there. Maybe Cooper going a little wild with all the bugs and terrorizing poor Henson with them. I'm not gonna say for sure that's what happened, but it kind of seems to be the case. That's the vibe I'm getting from those two. And they are Helen's kids, the woman who owns the like poultry store. Let's see, let's get this girl inside. Ooh. Can definitely drive a cow. Okay. There we go. Doraemon has come to grab our shipped items. I guess we can just work on a little bit of cleanup before we finish out for the day. Because while we have stamina, we might as well use it. Because it takes, as you can tell, with the terrible, you know, old tools that we have, it takes a hot minute to do all that. So, might as well work on it, I think. There we go. Okay. It's late. We have very little stam remaining. Drop all this off. Probably need to do something with this stone before it totally takes over our spot, but we're making do for now. Let's swap these, and then for tomorrow, we will need this is why the expanded backpack is worth having. All right. That is done. We will write our diary entry to save. Alright, so we're gonna head back to here. Let me do a quick swap over to here. Yeah. Let me do a quick swap of our audio. So this is our schedule for the week. We're gonna end out here for the day on this game. Let me take a super quick look and see if anyone is around that we might want to raid. Let me see. Let me take a quick peek at, I see Iris is playing Power Wash Simulator, which is very relaxing to watch. I'm a big fan. But we'll be back here tomorrow for Sunrise Stardew in the morning. Obviously, if that's early for you guys, definitely don't feel like you have to show up. I'm happy if you guys want to spend the morning farming with me, but it is never required. And then Thursday we've got Mahjong night, and then Sunday we're going to be starting a new game called Moonglow Bay. It is a fishing sim. So that one is going to be really interesting. I love the art style. It should be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to try that one. I think we are going to go raid Iris, who is an Eldritch Librarian, and they are playing Power Wash Simulator. Very relaxing. Nice way to end the night. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Here are our raid messages. First one is for if you're in the Jam Fam, if you're a subscriber, and the second one is if you are not. You just whichever one you would like. I'm gonna start the raid, but thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today. We had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this game a lot, despite us getting trapped in cutscenes for like 90 minutes last time. Super cute. I'm really enjoying it. I love the art style. So we will definitely have this added into our rotation as we come back through playing all these games, trying to finish them out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning for some Sunrise Stardew. We're gonna go say hi to Iris.